Hello, this is CONNORISSUPERGOOFY, and welcome to another video. Talking about this new song that I have alongside Nervynx titled "Feel Power." This song originally came out on BandLab on Monday, and the track was released on streaming platforms the next day. And basically, Nervynx is an English classmate of mine who has recently started making music. He broke out on Connor's Hot List with his first single, which is the jump around Christmas parody Go Around, which peaked at number 2 on Connor's Hot List. Then he took it a step further by releasing That's Me, which actually hit number 1 on Connor's Hot List during the month of February. And then in March, he released 3 songs, the first of which being the track Call That Cap, which is a more kind of experimental-ish, kind of weird, kind of exotic sounding song that reminds me of my own track Cupcake off of my recent album. But and then over spring break, while I was at Universal Orlando, he released the track Natural, which I thought it was a good song, but didn't excite me enough to put it on Connor's Hot List. Reason why I didn't really review it is because I was at Universal at the time, so I couldn't really record anything in the hotel room or anything like that. Then and then he released later in the month. He released the diss track Looney Kunja, which is a very goofy, kind of humorous diss track on someone called Kunja. Anyway, that brings us to this. So back in earlier days of March, I decided why not team up for a collaboration, and I had just released. At the time, I was preparing to release my final album, so why not make it just one of the first singles that comes out after the album drops? So the single "Feel Power" came about, the end result, honestly, kind of disappointing. Hate to say it. I was kind of disappointed by the end result of this track. So let's break it down. It's a really old beat. I first made the beat back in 2023, like late 2023. So like the first semester of my junior year is when I made the beat. I was planning to put it on a project on like another album, which I ended up scrapping, and I just had the beat lying around, and so I decided to use it for this. So the it's really hard to say what the track is about because it's not really saying that much. It's just like I said, it's just something I had lying around, and I was like, why not throw Nervynx on it? So I think me and Nervynx both have a mutual admiration for each other's work. Nervynx has had a ton of songs hit, has had a few songs hit Connor's Hot List, and obviously Nervynx listens to my music all the time. I remember he was saying, like on his Spotify stats chart, he had like 24 of the 30 songs off of my album Theodore Dog Weeby on his chart at one point, which was quite flattering. But I don't really think that either of us put that mutual admiration for each other into this track. So first off, let's talk about what happened on my end. So on my end, like, this was a really old beat. So this beat is almost a year and a half old. So yeah. So yeah, the beat. So the beat's really old. I just kind of wrote down the lyrics randomly. I didn't really have like a subject matter in mind coming into writing this song, which means that like the lyrics are a little bit generic. And then also another key oversight is that this track was originally intended to feature Mr. Jones. So if you don't know who Mr. Jones is, go back and listen to Impossible Logic, okay? Because Impossible Logic is the album that Mr. Jones appears on for the first time. Mr. Jones is our school psychologist who has been on a few of my tracks, most notably the track Business Meeting off of Impossible Logic, which did chart on Connor's Hot List, made it into the top 30 back during my Impossible Logic era when I was at my peak. Feel Power was originally kind of written with the Mr. Jones feature in mind. And then I ended up scrapping the Mr. Jones feature and put Nervynx on it instead. But this is not really... And a key oversight is this isn't really the kind of track that Nervynx would really like rap on, is what I'm saying. Like, the beat isn't exactly something that I think he would probably use for one of his songs, and so it doesn't really work that well. And I feel like I didn't put that much into my flow. I don't feel like the energy was there for the chorus or my verse or anything. And on Nervynx's end, I don't really feel like Nervynx really put his heart into it. I'm not trying to throw shade or like go after, because I know he's probably gonna watch this, but I don't really feel like he fully put his heart into it. I don't feel like he went as deep as he is capable of going with his lyrics. The lyrics are kind of surface level, kind of of his verses. They're kind of surface level, kind of generic, and honestly, yeah, it just I just don't feel like he really showed his full potential on this track, and which is why I'm kind of disappointed by the result of the song. Yeah, it was kind of disappointing. So yeah. So Feel Power by myself and Nervynx. Listen to the track if you want. It's up. Like, I'm not taking it down or anything. But I feel like it's not either of us' best work. Which is why eventually I do want to make an EP with them. But I want to release some more stuff before we start making an EP. Yeah, for now, this is my new collab track with Nervynx. I feel like it is overall disappointing. That's about it. See ya.